Oh my word, I missed it. Anyways, the animals are being graded now. We're looking at some sheep. Jamaica has been producing some. Oh my word! Hey, check this out. This family is big, not just in Jamaica, but across the Caribbean and the world. The Trevor Bernard family. Look at the little man there and the daughter and the camera lady. Say hello for us. Say hello, Mr. Trevor Bernard.
Hi, how are you?
This is a small ruminant president of Jamaica, Mr. Trevor. Nice to meet you. We just saw some of your goats over there. They are the Nubian and boar mix. What a condition. You didn't show those on the camera. Why were you hiding them?
No, they're always there, but you just don't see them because they're always amongst all the other goats up there.
Mr. Trevor, the animals' condition, I mean, the mixture is just fine. Could you tell us a little bit more, and do you really recommend this mixture with the boar and the Nubian mix?
Yes, I recommend, especially for meat production, boar and Nubian mix is a good combination because the Nubian produce a lot of milk and the boar produce the meat. So you always need milk on the animals, and as you know that the boar goat don't really produce a lot of milk. So when you put the Nubian there, you introduce some milk in there, you're able to feed the offspring and get fast growing up.
Right, and what I like, because I hear you mention it several times, is for example, person who rears in goat, you start off with the local and then you put the Nubian on them because you're looking at the milk. Because when you start with the milk right, then you can raise up the body condition. I mean, Trevor, this year we haven't seen a lot of cattle really, but I know you're a small ruminant man. As the judging officially started, person have started to win already?
Yes, quite a few animals. If you look right here, the blue is first prize. Yeah, that's one of my sheep.
First prize?
First prize, yes, in that category. The red is the second place, and the yellow. Mr. Brown, any yellow tag there? There's a yellow tag there. The yellow tag is the third place.
Is the third place.
We have a few winners along here, and the judging still continues.
Okay, all right, Miss.
Different categories.
Okay, what I want to understand, Mr. Trevor, when they are grading the sheep, what they look for? I hear about this body condition. Could you walk us through the body condition scoring?
Well, they look at many different things. They look at, I probably need to show you in person. They will look.
That's 130. That's 130. Black belly goat,
If you are looking at a sheep, like for example, this sheep here is a black belly.
Black belly.
Yes. This is a sheep out of Barbados. It's one of the sheep that I really like because they are very hardy. They'll drop, 3, 4. They are multiple.
Wow.
They multiply very fast.
Right.
The mothers carry a lot of milk and so forth, So if you notice under the bottom of the belly,
Right.
Right.
It has a black.
Right. That's why they call them black belly.
Okay.
But when you're judging a sheep, you look at the stands.
The stand.
Yeah, they must stand up, and conform. They look at the head. With goats, they look at the Roman.
For the Nubian.
Yes, for the Nubian. They look at the barrel, which is this.
The barrel.
Yes, they call it the barrel. It is the capacity of the animal to hold the young kids.
Oh.
So they call it the barrel.
Interesting.
Right, the capacity. And usually an animal with a wider chest usually will have a wider barrel to be able to keep the young kids in there. Because, for example, if you have a narrow barrel, the animal, the kids will get, triplets and so forth. You won't be able to fit. It will squeeze against the organs and so forth.
Right.
You look at, with the ram, they want good balls. You don't want to have a split going all the way up. You look at the legs and, the thickness of the thigh. They look at those kind of things. The croup.
The croup?
Yeah, like this area here, you don't want it sloping down too far because that affects the kids coming out.
Interesting.
Right? There's a number of things. They have a way of feeling right here. They can score. When you feel right here, you feel the bones. But if the animal is in good condition, you're not going to feel bone. You're going to feel the meat here. So if you have an animal that is not in good condition, you'll actually see the bones. You'll actually see the ribs being printed
Showing out. Oh, okay.
And you don't want to see an animal with hair sinking there or food, you know.
Oh.
And you want a male to look like a man, you know. You notice that this gentleman have a
Trevor, say that again.
You want a man to look like a man.
Trevor, just say that one more time.
And if you look at the female, you see the
Yes,
feminine look.
that's a difference.
Yes, you have a feminine look in the female.
Interesting.
You know, it's well defined, the male from the female. The males have an aggressive, a very pronounced look.
Oh.
And we as human beings, the same thing.
I like that.
And the female now look dainty.
Yes.
And, you know, they're not as aggressive.
Yes. You can see immediately that this is a boy.
That's it.
As you said, he must have the male look, like a man supposed to identify that Trevor is actually a male immediately. Mr. Trevor, congratulations. I see that this one was wearing 2 color. What does that say to us?
Which one? This?
Yes.
Yes.
I actually saw 2
Red.
and one of them dropped.
This is the
No, not that. One drop.
Oh, the one that dropped from another animal.
Oh, I thought I saw 2 on that one.
Oh, well, yes, it looks. Yeah, they just rest it on it.
Oh, okay. All right, so this is one of the champion animals.
This is one of the.
Oh, one other question is, you talk about the body condition. What is the scoring like in terms of the numbers?
When you say scoring,
I think they say 1 to 5, but in terms of 1, is it 1 the best or 5? How do you?
Alright, the lower the number go, the less. So animal with a body score of 5. You'll probably be seeing,
Okay,
the bones like you've seen, you know, it would be a very marvelous animal. You want to see an animal like 2.5, 3.
2.5, 3.
If if the score goes up too high, then you usually see a very fat animal.
Okay.
When it goes up too high, you see a very, and you don't want too much weight, too much fat. It affects the breathing. It affects, you know, being able to run up and down. They'll breathe heavy, just like a very fat person, not as robust as
and as you
an
talk
average
about
person.
as you talk about the breeding, do you need a different body condition for a male per a female, or are you supposed to get the same thing?
It's about the same. You want a frisky, energetic. You know, you don't want a male that is too fat, and you don't want a male that is too skinny. You must have substance to be able to. I mean, one male sheep or a male goat supposed to can serve a herd of maybe 35. And when you go to the common goat, a common goat or these black belly sheep might serve 100 females.
Ladies and gentlemen, Trevor Bernard. Listen, Mr. Bernard, what I love about you. Listen, I know that you're a businessman and you have a lot of things to do.
Yes.
And the way I see you going around Jamaica, man, you deserve a medal, a medal, and not just you. Your family, the little man, this little girl, she don't afraid of any animal. She has been around, and your wife. And I see another gentleman going around with you sometime. What is his name? Mr. Brown.
Khalil Brown.
Not Mr. Brown, man. I met Khalil Brown. Yeah. Another Brown. Sometimes I hear you ask him question in the background.
Oh, Orlando Brown. Yes.
Orlando Brown. Is he at case? Is he a student?
Yes, he's actually in the ring right there, holding an animal. Yes.
For your farm.
Yeah, no, he's a student of case now.
Okay,
But
so he's not a farmer yet. He's not
was trained at my farm. He used to work at my farm years gone by. So he's now trying to get his degree. So he'll be done from my farm. I'm going to university now. Well, cases are, you know, tertiary institution.
Mr. Bernard, we love you. Jamaica love you. The agriculture sector love you. And what you have done, it is encouraging younger farmers, everybody, to get on the basics of farming, because farming is not something of the past. People are realizing that farming is more economical and you don't have to have a lot of space. Tell us about your little space that you're raising goat and sheep.
Well, my farm is in a little backyard environment, probably less than 1/4 acre. I usually have about 100 animals, between goat and sheep usually, and I'm in Kingston, as you know, and basically I feed my animals with waste things, you know, like maybe, you know, mango, and you know, in the mango season it's a blessing for me.
Yes.
I have so much mangoes to feed the animals, and you know, anything we get to feed them, you know, apple and you know, any shrubs. People cut down mango trees and prune this. We give them and we feed them.
Right.
I kind of use those kind of things and sustain them. And plus we cut grass and,
Right.
and you know, all those kind of things and a little feed.
I hear you talk about fodder bank. How would you encourage farmers now to look at fodder bank?
You see, in the olden days and even now, people take goat and just tie them out into the bush. The truth is goat don't love grass, you know. Goat love bush.
Yes.
Goat eat legume and tree plants and those kind of things. If you watch a goat in the pasture right now, he's not really eating the grass so much. He's eating the legumes and the little things in between the grass. That's what them love. Sheep love grass. The sheep will graze down this land to the bare dirt. So that's the difference. The sheep is the grazer and the goat is the browser. So the goat eat above, the goat eat bushes and always hold up his head and eat.
Right.
They don't really like eating off the ground. Well, sheep, if you notice these sheep, most of the time they have their head hang down. Look at that. It's always hanging, they always have their head hanging
Looking to
down.
graze.
Anytime you see a goat hanging down his head like this, he's sick. Look at that. You see those hanging down?
Yes.
That's normal for a sheep.
Oh,
You
okay.
see a goat hanging down his head like that?
Yes.
Or you see the tail hanging down?
Right.
Once you see a goat hanging down his head, hanging down that tail, it's a sick animal.
Oh,
But for
interesting.
the sheep, it's a healthy animal.
Okay.
The sheep always have him head hang down like that.
All right.
Eating and so forth. That's the
Trevor, information is everything.
And you see the fodder bank you're talking about?
Yes.
We need to move to this situation where if you have a piece of land, plant out a piece of it into different fodders, like mulberry, quickstick, you know, the trichantera, you know, you have different plants, even gungo peas, peanut. Plus you can plant your sweet potato or any other thing, and you take the leafy material, feed it to your goats, reap your crop, and sustain the animal. And with irrigation, you are able to predict. If you decide you want a fun animal, and you have irrigation, and you can maintain a fodder bank. Have your grass, a king grass or some type of grass, and you have your tree shrubs like legumes and some tree shrubs.
Right.
If you live on a hillside, you plant trees that can grow tall, that will go deep in the ground and bring up the nutrients and the water. Then you can sustain your farm. That way you can predict that I can keep 100 goat because whether drought or not, I have enough feed to always sustain them.
Okay. I asked you the question particular. A lady just now asked that she's interested in goat rearing, but she had just 5 square of land, and she had been hearing about this zero grazing. And I mean, what I realize also now, more people are getting into goat farming, therefore the grass is, if you used to cut grass at a particular spot, you might get somebody cut it down. So as you talk about the importance person need to conserve, and this silage thing, that I want you to walk us through a little bit.
So silage is a way to store feed. What you do, you cut the material. It could be grass, it could be, you know, legumes, whatever material you have, and you starve it of oxygen. So when you starve it of oxygen, you put it in a, you know, in a small farm, you put it in a drum or something, and you press down on it, and you seal it up. You want no oxygen to reach the feed. So you stop fermentation and you stop, you know, the bacteria from breeding up. And normally you want to put a little energy in there for the bacteria. So you have good bacteria and you have bad bacteria. So they call it, I think it's an anaerobic process.
Yes, correct. That's correct.
So those bacteria now, which are the good bacteria, they use the energy that you put in there. So you can put molasses in there, you can put cane in there, like chop up some cane with the cane juice and all that and put it in there. And those bacteria eat and process the plant material, and it can stay there for 1 year, 2 years, you know. You can store it for long periods of time and it don't spoil. Another advantage with silage is that the fodder is pre-digested by the bacterial action that takes place. So the throughput is faster. So when the animals eat the food, they go in and come out faster because they are able to absorb the nutrients from the silage.
Right.
Much better. So they go in and go out very quickly, and therefore the animal is getting more nutrition. So growth rate, milk production, everything goes up.
All right. I think this is a final question. Grazing or zero grazing? Which one do you recommend and why? Which one you prefer and why?
I think we need to go to zero grazing. We don't have enough land in Jamaica to be grazing. Further loss, we have no control over what is going to happen when you send animals out there to graze. Also, when the animals go, you have the dog predation also. Dogs, especially in some parts of the countries, a lot of wild dogs are out there and they attack the animals and kill them out. And also the 2-foot teeth.
You said dog predation.
Yes.
That's the first I'm hearing that word. So it's actually when the dog attack the animals.
Attack the animals and kill them and cut the throat. It's very big. Because just like the 2-foot teeth, when they go in there, they just cut the throat. They don't even eat it. They just cut the throat. And dogs have a certain time when I think they behave like wolves.
Oh, when the time cold.
Yeah, and everybody like visit the neighborhood and they all come together as a pack and they go in on the farms and cut their throat.
Oh, okay.
It's very bad.
And in terms of the growth rate, which do
They
you...
have better growth rate in intensive farming.
Oh, okay.
Because you can concentrate the feed, you can feed them with what you want, and you can especially if you're doing large size farm. If you have 20 or 30 goat, maybe you can get away with grazing.
Yes.
You know, but when you're going into a large intensive farm, you need to be able to be in control of the kids on the ground, you know, the mothers, you know, sicknesses like cuts and, you know, all these different things can happen. So I think intensive farming by far is the way of the future.
All right, Mr. Trevor Bernard, please tell us in closing, how would you encourage young farmers, whole farmers, anybody that want to get involved in agriculture to start some small ruminant farming right now?
Well, first thing you have to do, you have to start small. Spend a year or so, get to understand, because this is not simple. There's a whole lot to learn. It's hands-on. So you can start with 2 or 3 or 10 animals. I would even start as much as maybe 10 animals.
10.
I would buy some cheaper animals, some native. I wouldn't go to any big breed. And 1 ram. And spend a year or 2 and learn everything. Get to understand kidding and, you know, how to look at the different sicknesses, the diseases, the nutrition, the housing facilities. Get a good understanding and a feel. It's not everything you can teach everybody.
Yes.
You have to be hands-on and actually doing it. And then when you learn these things by actually doing it, and then you must form cluster groups and groups, learn from other farmers as you grow. And when you feel confident enough now that you can handle this yourself, then you can start now putting more in it and expanding and growing it to what you want. And guess what? You have to remember, you know, with small ruminants, they meet bush and trees. You can drive and cut the bush everywhere in your community, cut trees, do anything you want to do and feed them. We don't have to depend on bag feed. So when you have a pandemic, the goat and the sheep and the rabbit, these are the ones that will survive. Because them don't have to depend on bag feed. Always remember that.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Trevor Bernard, the small ruminant president of Jamaica, and he's encouraging you to get your goat, get your sheep, get your rabbit, and start farming. Grow smart.
Eat smart.
Eat smart.
Yes.
And this is the Denbigh Agriculture Show 2022, and Trevor Bernard is in good spirit.
Today is the sheep day, the 30th.
Oh, today is a sheep day.
Today is sheep day. Judging of the sheep today.
So no goat will be judged today.
Will be judged today. Tomorrow is the big day with the goats.
Interesting.
Yes.
And we're looking for Trevor Bernard with the goat, with more necklace around them, all around the fence. And this is Trevor Bernard. I tell you people, he's had a lot of passion for goat rearing, and he's going to do better and bigger, and he's the man for the job. We love you. Bye-bye.